Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being with me today. Right, we're back in Pine Valley Zoo. In the last episode we were finishing off around our aardvark area here. Did a load of detailing around this ramp area and just odds and sods around here. Off camera I have just finished the hedging as I've been promising to do for the last few episodes. So we have our hedges now in all along the pathway here and here as well. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this has all turned out. I think it's quite a cute little aardvark habitat with their funky little hut over here. Quite pleased with that. It's something a bit different, isn't it? Which is what I was going for, of course. I like that you can get quite close to them. I think aardvarks are one of the animals that you can actually walk through the habitat, which was something I thought about doing at one point but decided against in the end. But I am very pleased with how that all turned out. So what are we going to be doing today? Right, let's come all the way up here and have a look at our train station. This is what I want to work on today. So I want to make this look like an oldie-woldy train station. So I'm sure you know, I've mentioned it a few times, I'm from the UK, I'm in England, and we have a certain style of train station here in England which is, you know, it's all bricks, and it just, you know, we haven't updated our train stations for years basically. So most of them are very old, you know, bricks, and very quaint, I suppose would be the word. So that's the kind of look that I'll be going for here. If possible, I'd like to try and hide all this modern gateway stuff. I don't think there is any way of hiding these things, is there? I'm sure I heard mention once that they were going to do something where you could hide these, but I don't think that's been put into the game yet, which is a real shame. So I don't know quite how I'm going to hide them, but I'll try and do something. Especially this. This is going to be really tricky. But there we go. I will try. So let's think about the flooring first. The flooring needs to be like a block paving. That's a decent one, isn't it? That's, what's that? That's breeze block. Is there? There's bricks, of course, but I'm going to do the building in bricks. So I don't want the floor to be bricks. I do quite like these ones, the rustic look, and I like that one, but it's not. I don't think it's quite what I'm going for, but you never know. What have we got? Limestone, metal, mud, painted brick. What's that has potential. Painted brick, actually. Yeah, I think that may be the closest to what I'm after. That's too new and modern. Ooh, there we go. That's nice. This is a new one, I think. That's a lovely piece, isn't it? Ooh, what's that one? Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's try this one. Can you colour this? Yes, you can. What have we got? Brick colour, brick colour, brick colour. Ah, right. What sort of colour are we thinking? I'm going to leave it as it is for now, I think, and then I can change it at a later date. So let's get it into place first along here. Oh, that's not quite in a straight line, is it? Right, so it's going to be tricky because I want to try and hide everything, and obviously there are bits and pieces that are going to shine through, unfortunately. Now, do I need to do any turning? No, it doesn't match up right. That's fine. Let's just get it in, and then we can play around with it and see if I need to adjust the height at all. Well, that covers that quite nicely, actually, doesn't it? I know the feet are going to disappear. It's always the same. Whenever you do anything like this, people's feet disappear. It really is the only way of doing this. So yeah, I don't mind. It's not the end of the world. Right, and then I'm going to need, actually what I'll do, because I want to do an edge over here. So what I'll do is just so I get the lining up exactly right, I'll just do that and then break that away, and then I can just pull that in right up to the edge there. Good, that looks good with the train. Now what I'm thinking actually is I want to completely enclose the train inside inside the brick building. So let's get our, oh yeah, that didn't quite work there, did it, with that path? I'll have to do something with that potentially. Not sure how to do that. Let's have a look. Is that, do you know what, that lines up pretty much perfectly with the pathway actually, which is handy. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's just split this one from the group as well, and let's just bring that back like that. I think if I can do that, I'm just going to have to just change that height a bit. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's going to be good. I can cover up the edges, obviously. That's good. There you go. People won't be walking through the floor then. Great. So let's get back into here, into our walls, and let's get some brickwork going. And to make sure it's lined up precisely. Always very tricky lining that up. There we go. I think that's about right. So what I'm thinking is to get this right here where people are queuing, like that. So it looks like there's going to be a door there, basically, is what I'm thinking. Okay, let's just build, basically. I'm going to have to just build a load and then see what I want to change. Okay, so there's a little strip along the back there, but I can do something with that. And then the train itself will have some sort of a doorway as well. Obviously it's not going to open, I know that, but it's just, it is what it is. I don't think there's an easier way of creating a tunnel for the thing to go down. Basically I want it so that you can't see inside, so I don't have to worry about what's going on inside. It's the outside that I want to try and get looking good. In which case it really didn't matter actually about that floor. I could just slide that further in and it would be just fine. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. So let's see, we've got arches as well, so I think, okay, that's going to have to be a separate thing. It's not letting me, hang on, is that, yeah, I think I did I do that on the wrong thing? I did, didn't I? I think this whole wall here is on the wrong thing. It's on the wrong line, isn't it? That needs to be like that. Yeah, and then I just need to bring the whole thing to there. Oh no, hang on, not quite covered this bit up. Let's bring that in a bit more to there. And then I should be able to put the archway. There we go. I'll tell you what, actually, I really like the look of these arches. This is something that you see a lot in old train stations in England. Lots of brick archways everywhere. Just looks really, really cool. Now obviously on the end here I'm going to need an archway, but it's got to be in the middle. So I'll detach that from the group and I will slide it to here, so it looks like the train is going through an arch. But there's a brick wall in the way. I'm really not sure how to do that. I might have to think about that and see how I do the ends, because it's not great, is it? Or maybe I could have people queuing inside a building and have the train not in the building? No. Oh, it's a tricky one, this. It's not as straightforward as I was hoping it was going to be. Maybe I need... I don't know what I need. I know I don't like what I'm seeing. That's for sure. It's not quite right. Let's think. Okay, how about this? Let's get this turned. Yeah, okay, let's highlight this slot and get it moved out to here. No, yeah, okay, something a bit more like this, so that, yeah, so they go in here, so the queue will be inside like that. No, it's still not. There's not enough room up here. I think that's my problem. There's just not quite enough space for what I'm trying to do. Okay. Goodbye. It's gone. That was not working. That, yeah. That is not quite right, is it? Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do a solid building, I think is the basic answer. There's just not quite enough space around here to do what I'm trying to do. I like that it's raised up, actually. I feel like I can do something. I could bring the bricks down and have, yeah. Let's do that first. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at getting bricks going down as the support underground, like that. I think it's a good start, at least. It's a bit, yeah, that's a bit of a better shape to start with, isn't it? I think I need to do a little bit more. Obviously, I'll have to move the pathway. That's not a problem. Okay, so there we go. That's a slightly better start as a basic shape. Okay. So I really wanted a solid building up the top here, but I just don't think it's quite going to work. Let's get back to our archways. Right, let's bring them, whoops, let's bring them up to the right level. So, I'd like the idea of an archway here and here like this. So if I get them and split them from the group and then get them lined up like so. Okay, that's a decent start. I think what I may have to do is just have it as an open building. I can still do a nice roof because that's sort of the main thing I was hoping to try and do. Oh, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? Okay, we need to do something different here. Okay, I'll work with that. That's not too bad actually as a shape. That worked a bit better than I would expect it to. And then how do I want it along the back? More arches? Okay. Okay. That's looking a little bit better. Now, I'm wondering what I can do. Now, I'm just going to try something here. Let's split this from the group and slide it across to here. And then down. Is that going to work? There, that's not bad. That looks alright, doesn't it? And I think that's probably tall enough for the train to get under. And then if I bring that along and copy it at this end as well. Okay, that looks pretty decent at the end there. That tunnel's worked out really nicely. Cool, okay. Right, so that's a decent structure. Obviously lots of detailing to do, lots of fencing and stuff. Now the roof, let's have a look at the roof. So the roof, I wanted to do a green roof. So it doesn't really matter, I don't think, what texture I end up using for the roof. I just need it to be a flat one. So let's go with probably this asphalt, I would say. Yeah, because I don't want it too steep either. Although I'm tempted to go too high. Whoops. And then build up the bricks at the back, I reckon. What do we think? Yeah, okay. That's a decent structure there. So then we need, let's see, we're going to need to build this up at the back here. No, wrong one. Let's go with it. There we go. I'm going to need it at the side as well. I think this will look okay. This is all a bit of an experiment, really. I don't claim to have done anything like this before with the green roof. It's really just, I just need to get this bit looking half decent first. And ooh, what do I need to do here? Yeah, there we go. And then, oops. How does that look? Good. Yeah. Okay, it's taking shape now. What I need a train to come along so I can see if that fits. Here we go. Here's a train on the way. Good. Right. So as a basic structure now, I like that. I think I can do a lot with this. What I'll do inside, because this doesn't feel like a very good structure yet, does it? Now I can do two things there. I could put in some more brick pillars possibly. This is certainly the sort of thing that you would have seen more of these like that. Actually, I think that will look really nice if I double this up. It makes the whole structure look just that little bit stronger. Obviously I need to get the roof bits sorted. And I think that'll be enough. I think once I then get these on the top, come to this end. Yeah, it just makes the whole thing look a little bit stronger. Excellent. Yes, I like that. Oh yeah, that looks way better, doesn't it? And the train is coming in, and look at that, I've judged that perfectly. Oh, it's coming together. Good. We're getting there. Good, good, good. Okay, right, let's just zoom out and have a look. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. It's a little bit square for my liking, so I may try and do a little bit extra with it. I think I'm actually going to. I'm tempted to see if I can do this. Just bring that out a bit there, and then get this lot moved out as well. Yeah, that's good. I like having that extra little bit at the end there. Don't think I need it at this end. This end looks quite tidy anyway, but obviously this end didn't. So yeah, that's good. I can do a few details out here. Obviously going to need some good fencing as well. Lots of detailing, I think, on this wall. There is decal, isn't there? I don't know if we've got any of those new decal pieces for brickwork. This is brick underneath other materials. What have we got that actually works with bricks? We've got, obviously not that. No, because that I don't think any of these are actually going to work, because there wouldn't be anything behind bricks. I mean, you could have that sort of thing, I suppose. But no, it just doesn't really work, does it? Because it's logically there wouldn't be anything underneath bricks. I could do some moss, potentially. Yeah, I have to consider that. I think I probably want the roof to overhang as well. Actually, let's what do we think? Yeah, probably overhang at, I suppose I could overhang it at both ends. Don't have to have the floor coming out there, but I can have the roof coming out. I think that looks decent. Okay, let's have a look at this roof then, because I'm intrigued by this, whether I can actually make this look good. Now, there's two options here. I think this is the one I'm going to go with. And yeah, basically just do this and oh, that's annoying, isn't it? I was hoping two of those would cover that, and it doesn't. Okay. Let's do it like this, because I guess I'm going to have a bit of an overhang anyway. Actually, let's leave them there for a second. Let's come back into this, because I haven't put a trim on it. And I probably should. Yeah, let's put a trim on it, because obviously it looks better when it's overhanging, and that will just give me that extra bit of room as well to do the green roof on it. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, it needs to go up. I think the building's still looking a little bit square, so I may try and change the shape at some point. I'm not sure quite how. Maybe I might bring it out here, because we've got a bit of space here. Potentially I could do something out here. Maybe bring the roof along. Kind of bring it out. No, I don't think that's going to look Right. No, it hides the actual station too much. Okay, well let's leave that for now. Then I'll see. I might want to do something. I might not. Okay, let's get this slot copied across, and then I'm going to go with all the wildflowers that we've got in the what was it? Wasn't the latest pack the conservation pack? I forgot we had the Twilight pack since then, haven't we? Yeah. Excellent. And then no, that's fine. Let's just get that turned. No, that's just annoying. Okay. Don't know why that went a bit strange. Right, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Let's okay. So that, and then that. Get it down to the end, and then copy this across as well. This is something that I'm actually looking at doing in real life. I have well, I've recently moved into a new house, and I've got the structure of an old slide that the previous owners had for their child. Basically, I can't get the large posts out of the ground, so what I've done, I've converted the main part into a big bug house, like a bug hotel, and I'm going to build a roof garden on the top bit. So yeah, it's an interesting idea, a little project that I'm working on at home. It's good fun. Don't know how it's going to turn out, but yeah, it should be good. Right, let's have a look at this then. I like the look of it already, actually. Something just a little bit different. And I'm always trying to find different things to do. Right, is that actually on there? I feel like that needs to be kind of sunk in a bit. Now if I turn off align to surface, that's not going to work. I need it aligned, but I need to sync it as well. Just a little bit, I think, like that. And the important thing is to keep this really random. So yeah, a little bit tricky because you don't want to hide it in the roof, but at the same time you don't want it looking like it's kind of floating above it either. There are quite a few different types of all of these, so it should be quite easy to get this roof looking quite jumbled up, you know, like lots of different types. Seems to sink in a little bit better on this back end actually for some reason. It's kind of sinking in more on this back piece, which is a bit strange. It's fine. Right, what else have we got? That's the same colour, so let's skip that one for now. Good, we've got some yellow here. I want to make sure I get the corners looking decent. It's kind of hard actually to get right into those corners. Do I need to do... Yeah, I probably need to do like a little one like that in the corner before I then do something like that. Same with the front actually as well, isn't it? You kind of want to, you don't want to do straight lines, but at the same time you don't want grassy gaps really. I want to try and fill it in as much as I can. Let me know if you've tried this. Have any of you ever done a natural roof in the game or in real life? You never know, there might be some budding gardeners amongst you that have tried this kind of thing in real life. Is that one sunk in there? That needs to be sunk a bit more as well, doesn't it? Just a little bit. Actually, I need to use some smaller ones, I think, as well, actually. Otherwise it all looks a little bit repetitive. And I definitely don't want it to look repetitive. That's the worst thing in this game, isn't it? Is repeating things. Which you're probably saying, oh, you do that all the time. I probably do. I certainly repeat things that I say. I've probably told you the same information about myself 100 times. It's because I think I'm a very interesting person. I'm really not. Oh dear. I do waffle a lot, and I apologise for that. But I don't always have anything particularly exciting to say about what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. I don't need to explain myself to you. What? Oh, I've forgotten to do the back end. That's terrible. What am I playing at? Right, hang on. Let's just let's keep going with these ones, and then I'll go back. I totally forgot to do the little white ones at the back here, which is terrible. Right, what have we got? It was the oxeye daisies. Didn't put any of them on the back. Yeah, that's better. So what can I tell you about myself that you don't already know? Oh, I recently published a book. I'm a writer. As well as playing computer games, I'm a budding author, I suppose you could say. I've been writing my whole life, but I've never actually finished a story. I always had great ideas for the starts of books. You know, and I would start writing and just never finish it before I moved on to my next great idea. But recently, during COVID, actually, I moved in with my girlfriend, and I found that I had a bit more time on my hands, which was good because it was funny because I moved in with her, and then because I wasn't having to travel to see her every day, it meant that I had a lot more free time in the evenings, if that makes sense. So that was really good. It worked out really nicely, and it meant that I had time to do more writing, and I came up with an idea for a children's book. And I did it, and I wrote it, and I've now self-published it through Kindle, so it is available on Kindle and Amazon. I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm not even going to tell you what it's called or anything. I'm just telling you about myself. Believe me, I'm not trying to publicise my book here. I'm just telling you a little bit of information about myself. So yeah, it was really exciting actually to get it finished. I've ordered myself copies I've got copies in hardback and paperback, which is really cool. Some of my family have read it, my extended family, aunts and uncles and that, and everyone's really enjoyed it and said it's actually really good. And I am trying to get it published properly through a proper publisher as well, but that's not easy at all. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I enjoyed writing it. That's the main thing. It's the most important thing with any sort of project, isn't it? Is that you've got to enjoy doing it. You know, I wouldn't play this game if I didn't enjoy doing it. I wouldn't make YouTube videos if I didn't enjoy it. So yeah, it was cool. It was good fun. I'm already working on the sequel book as well, so I'll have to see what happens there. Whether I've got a full idea. At the moment, I haven't got an entire story planned for the sequel. It's just an idea at the moment. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And yeah, what else don't you know about me? I have a pet tortoise. Probably told you that before. I'd highly recommend a pet tortoise if you're ever thinking of getting a pet that you don't need to do much to look after. Tortoises are really cool. Yeah, we love our little tortoise. It's not actually mine. She's my girlfriend's, but I've obviously taken over caring duties for her. Right. Okay, we're looking pretty good. What do we think of that? Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. Let's just take a look. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. I think it still needs a little bit more. There are other things, so not in the conservation pack. Yeah, I think it probably just needs a few bits like this on it, a few ferns maybe, you know, just like almost like it's got a few weeds growing like that. I'm assuming none of this is, it's not going to stick through. It's quite deep, so I don't think there's an issue with it growing through. Let's get something in over here. What do we think to them? No, I don't like them. They're too big. Maybe just a few other flowers then instead. I can, yeah, bits like this, kind of filling in some of these gaps might look nice. Just a few little bits and pieces here and there. Plug in some of the gaps. Just dot it around. Make sure I vary up the sizes. Don't want it looking too kind of, again, repetitive. You don't want to look like you've just copied and pasted stuff. Yeah, that's good. I think it just needed that extra depth and splash of colour here and there. Cool, okay. I wonder what other little flowers. I like the little purple ones. Actually, the little white ones look good. I do like these, but they may just be a little bit too much. Certainly that big bunch. I might just get 1 or 2 of these in. It doesn't need too much of this stuff. I just feel like it needed a little bit of extra height. Let's just get a little one in here. Yeah, so I don't think it needs more of that one. Actually, the sea holly could look good. Just give it that weedy sort of vibe. Just a couple of these. Certainly doesn't need a lot. Maybe a bunch back there. I think that's probably it for that. And then we've got, now where's the one that I'm thinking of? I think it's right down the, actually let's get in the flowers. I think it's, yeah, this one here, the twin flower. Yeah, I like the twin flower. Let's get some of these in. Again, they're gentle, they're not too in your face, not too obvious, but they just add a little extra height because it was all very low. I think this is turning out quite good actually, even if I do say so myself. Of course, you can be the judge. You let me know. What do you think? Do you think this is looking okay? Or do you think it's a pile of rubbish? There we go. I think that is it. That's all it's going to need. Any more than that, I think would be over the top. Wow, that looks cool. I am happy with that. Great. And on that note, I am going to leave the episode there. So lots and lots still to do with this station. Yeah, major developments still going on. So stay tuned. It's going to be quite a few episodes, I think, this particular project, because there's a lot to do here. But I really like that roof. I think that looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Do you like my living roof? You can be the judge and the jury and the executioner if you don't like it. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can hit the like button. That would be awesome. And hopefully you can join me in the next episode. Until then, take care. Bye for now.